Dirk Nowitzki. He's back in the NBA Finals. And tonight it'll be a different story after 2006. The young man coming from Germany, sharpshooter, three-point shooter, all-time great shooter, will be back in the finals this year and wants to redeem himself and win a title longer than what he has dreamed of. LeBron James, after he left Cleveland after losing to Boston last year, he figured out that if he goes to another place, he could try to win a championship. The powder is still the same, as he went to take his talents to South Beach after the marvelous decision that he did on TV. With him and Dwayne Wade, they figured out that they can probably do it and have another chance. As Chris Bosh added to the addition, as the Heat are back in it, the NBA Finals is James' next and last maybe chance to get it back to the NBA Finals and try to get Miami Heat another championship. Yeah. Hoop dreams. These two players we just talked about are making their hoop dreams, trying to get an NBA Finals for the first time. Hello, I'm Kurt London, play-by-play for you. Talking about the 2011 NBA Finals is going to come up tonight. Today's show will review about the NBA Finals. Also, we'll talk about Dirk Nowitzki and LeBron James as their careers from beginning to now. And we'll also talk about the NBA scheduling of the TV scheduling that's going to be on ABC from Game 1 all the way to Game 7. It's going to be a lot of fun right here coming up in just a second. A lot of talk right after this. As we're looking on into tonight's game in Miami at our American Airlines Arena, as they're getting set with the stage. As Game 1 will happen tonight here in this magical event. The Mavs and Heat. Back here in the studios, I'm Kurt London. As we looked at the site in American Airlines Arena, getting ready for tonight's game. Tonight will be at 9 o'clock Eastern on ABC. If you're watching on TV, Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mark Jackson will have the call for that one. A great telecast. The Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat, two great teams from the Western Conference and Eastern Conference. As the Mavs defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference Finals, and Miami defeated the Chicago Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals to get to tonight. As the Dallas Mavericks has Dirk Nowitzki, the guy from Germany, of course, back to play in his second NBA Finals, averaging 28 points a game in the playoffs this year and 7 rebounds. LeBron James, also back in his second NBA Finals, was with Cleveland back a few years ago, and now has his chance with Miami, averaging 26 points per game in the playoffs, 9 rebounds also. So these two guys will have a superstar shooting matchup game in each of these games of the series, and matchups towards them will be very tough, so they will have an advantage on the opponent players that will be guarding them, especially Nowitzki, who has had awesome sharpshooting playoff heroics this season, this year right now. LeBron James, who has really just started to come clutch this year, helping the Miami Heat get to the NBA Finals. We'll talk about these two more, but let's talk about also the national TV schedule, as tonight's game will be at 9 o'clock. This is Game 1 in Miami. Then Thursday, they will have another game at 9 o'clock on ABC also, and that will be also at 9 o'clock Eastern in Miami. Sunday, at June 5th, they will have an 8 o'clock Eastern game in Dallas, actually. Sorry, that's Game 3 in Dallas. Then Games 4 and 5 also, Tuesday night and Thursday night on June 7th and June 9th in Dallas. Game 4 and 5 will be at 9 o'clock Eastern. Then that next Sunday on June 12th will be an 8 o'clock Eastern game, Game 6 if necessary also, in Miami. And then Game 7, if it does go to Game 7, June 14th will be the final game, and that will be a 9 o'clock Eastern game on Tuesday night on ABC. So hopefully if we can come to last year's finals when it went to 7 with the Lakers and Celtics, maybe Miami and Dallas can get it to 7 also. So we'll see what happens with all that. As we talk more, as looked about Dallas and Dirk Nowitzki, if he gets a hot shooting game going, Dallas is unbeatable. Their bench is just unbelievable. They have a way better bench with J.J. Barea, Peja Stojakovic, and of course Jason the Jet Terry. Now, Their offensive-wise and starting lineups is very well with Jason Kidd, and then of course you said Dirk Nowitzki, and you also got Shawn Marion who's helping out and giving them a key lift. The defensive side, they only have a few defensive players, you know, but Sean Stevenson has really handled and played great defense on the opponents in the playoffs. So let's see what he can do now in the NBA Finals against either LeBron James or Dwayne Wade. So that matchup is going to be critical because it's going to figure out who's going to guard which one because the other is going to have a hot game. Jason Kidd also can play very good D also, but let's see who he'll play against the Miami Heat starters. As LeBron James and Dwayne Wade will get hot. Either one of them, whoever DeShaun Stevenson's guard. Maybe they'll put Shawn Marion on another. We'll see what happens with that. Mike Bibby has to get his shooting stroke back on track. Chris Bosh, if he can record 30 points in each of the series, Miami will have a chance to win. Their bench is not really that good. That's the only bad thing for Miami. So Dallas should have the disadvantage on beating the Miami Heat if they do have a chance. Now, give me some comments and stuff and tell me who will win the championship. Who will also have a better matchup? Whose bench is better? Who will also have the better disadvantage? Give me all that and more. And this is just the first show, right before the first game. I'll give you more shows on each and every game that's going to be in this series. So until next time, we will have more and we will talk more. This is the Kurt Sports Show. We'll see you later, alright? Peace, love. You already know. For